Alright, good morning guys, welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to show you guys what you need to eat in order to gain muscle, or more specifically what I eat in order to gain muscle. As you may all know, right now I'm in a muscle building stage or a bulking phase, as many of you may know it, and that's where I'm trying to build as much muscle mass as I can possible within these next 9 to 10-ish months. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to try and keeping it as lean as I possibly can. Obviously, whenever you put on muscle, you're inevitably going to gain some body fat. That's just part of it. So I'm going to do this with trying to stay as lean as possible, keep as much ab definition as I can, hopefully keep the jawline a little bit. But overall, just have fun with it and just enjoy this next few months. So today, I'm going to take you through everything that I eat. And as you normally may know, I normally do intermittent fasting. But being that I'm just eating a lot more food right now, I just don't need to. Fasting really only is necessary, and it really is only beneficial when you are eating lower calories. That way it feels like you're eating more food than you actually are. But right now, I straight up just am eating, I would consider, a decent amount of food, so I don't need to do that. So I'm going to start out my day with breakfast. But before I do any meals that I show you guys today, I'm going to put my macros up on the screen. These are my goal macros for the day. And then afterwards, when the day's all over, I'll put the macros up on the screen again and then show you what I hit for the day. So as you also may know, I don't follow a meal plan or anything. I do something called If It Fits Your Macros and flexible dieting. So basically, your body burns a certain amount of calories in a day. And if you're trying to gain weight, you eat more than those calories. If you're trying to lose weight, you eat less than those calories. So I'm trying to gain weight, so I'm going to eat more than those calories. And of those calories that I'm consuming in the day, they're made up of my proteins, carbs, and fats. So theoretically, I can eat whatever I want to as long as I can hit those goal numbers throughout the day, and it won't cause any negative results to my goals. So if I hit those numbers, I will gain muscle as desired and obviously minimize body fat. Obviously, with those numbers though, I want to try and keep it as healthy as possible. I just don't want to go eat random processed junk foods because it's just not good for your overall health in general. It may not have an effect on your body composition, but it's just going to be healthier for you if you stick to those non-genetically modified foods, those healthier whole foods. Avoid as much junk food as possible and just hit your macros. But that being said, I do enjoy myself. I do have junk food here and there. We all have to be human. We all have to enjoy ourselves. But most importantly, just hit your macros and you will see the results you want. So macros up on the screen right now, and I will see you guys with my breakfast. Just going on my morning walk right now. I haven't eaten breakfast yet, but I do my morning walk every morning for about like 30 minutes. Usually it just kind of gets me hungry because I'm not super hungry right away. So I'll go on my walk and then I'll work up an appetite and go eat some breakfast. Alright guys, so here is breakfast. I have a pumpkin and Chips Ahoy protein pancake, and I had half Nutella on top and half peanut butter. So it's relatively good macros for this. It's under, I'd say, just about 400 calories for the whole thing, including the butters that are on top. But yeah, so it's really good. I'm gonna enjoy this right now. And you may be wondering why I didn't eat breakfast immediately after I get up. I said I'm not doing intermittent fasting right now, but what I still do is I still wait maybe like an hour or two right after I wake up. That's number one, because I'm basically just not starving when I wake up. And number two, this is going to be my pre-workout meal as well. And if I were to eat it right after I woke up, I'd have to eat another meal like an hour later before I go work out. So instead of doing that, I'll just wait like an hour after I wake up, eat this now, and in about an hour and a half, I'll go train and be feeling good. So put the macros up on the screen right now. I'm going to enjoy this. Alright guys, so I'm just mixing up my pre-workout here before I go hit a chest, shoulder, and arm session. So I'm going to do 1 scoop of the Ghost Legend pre-workout, Sour Warheads Watermelon. I'm going to do 1 scoop with a Ghost Pump product, Sour Watermelon Warheads. And then I'm also going to do a scoop of Size by Ghost, and this is just basically just creatine. And this flavor is the Warhead Sour Green Apple, so really kind of sour, like kind of candy flavor. That's why I love their products. They have all kinds of like flavors with them, so it makes the pre-workouts really tasty. So I'm gonna sit this down real quick and go kill a workout.
Alright guys, so here is my lunch or post-workout meal. What I have here is 6 ounces of leftover New York strip steak. So if it was raw, weighing that, it would be around roughly 8 ounces. I have 300 grams of broccoli and cauliflower, 250 grams of just normal russet potatoes, and I also have a slice of cheddar cheese, a little bit of French's yellow mustard on top. So overall, this meal is very high in protein, pretty high in fats with the steak and cheese, and it's got a significant amount of carbs in there, but relatively low compared to everything else in it. I don't know off the top of my head, but it comes out to around 850 calories, I'm pretty sure. But like always, I put the macros up on the screen. So obviously, just worked out, got to get some protein in, but I also like to have a balance of kind of carbs and fats in there too, because with a little bit of everything, it really just kind of keeps me satisfied and full, so I'm not hungry within 30 minutes of eating. Yeah, so I'm gonna devour this right now because I'm starving. So, yeah.
All right, guys, so what you saw right there was a quick little afternoon snack of mine. What it was 4 rice cakes, about 120 grams of just raw blueberries, and then also 40 grams of peanut butter. Just something a little light, tide me over, and just keep me ready, or keep me held off until dinner time. And kind of the way that I'm structuring my diet right now is I'm not on a meal plan, so I'm not eating the same exact thing every day. But I try and stick to when I'm able to. It doesn't always work out like this, but I kind of stick to like a similar meal timing for every day. So what that looks like is I get up, do my walk, whatever. After that, I'll have my breakfast or pre-workout meal. After I work out, I'll have a bigger meal, kind of big, which is my lunch. And then in between lunch and dinner, I'll have a little snack like you just saw there. I'll put the macros up on the screen right now. And then obviously, like still the same as I would with intermittent fasting, I'll save majority of my macros for later in the day so I can have a really big dinner. So like you'll see tonight, or like most days, I'll have a big bowl of cereal or a big bowl of oatmeal, or just something that's really, really tasty, really satisfying, and almost always going to be very dense in carbs and fats. Personally, this is just like what I like to do with my diet. I feel the best that way. I feel the most satisfied, and that's all that matters. If you're someone who likes to have a lot of protein later in the day, that's cool with me too. It doesn't matter as long as you can stick to it and you can stay consistent with it. That's what you want with your diet. Um, yeah, that's what all I really have to say right now. Oh yeah, one other thing. You might be looking at these meals and be like, why? There's some little random things in there, like 4 rice cakes, when like 2 of them have peanut butter. How did you get 120 grams of blueberries? Just little things like that don't really make sense. What I do every day before I wake up the next morning, before I go to bed at night, I should say, I lay down and I'll plan out what I'm going to eat for the next day. Personally, that just helps me relieve stress. I don't have to worry about it later on. I don't have to think of what am I going to make to fit my macros. And I can just sit there and plan it all out within 5 minutes and know exactly what I'm going to be eating next day and know that I'll be able to hit my macros perfectly. So usually what I do is I'll plan out and pick in a few things that I know I'm gonna eat. Normally I'll do my dinner because I know I want to have a big tasty dinner. So I'll put that in and other little things. Then whatever is left, I'll just kind of fill in with a bunch of random things. That's why you saw in my snack there, it was like a random, like 120 grams. That's just a random number. So I just kind of fill in the gaps with whatever I have left. And that's why everything looks so kind of funny. Alright guys, it's dinner time right now, and this is like the best meal I have during the day because I save lots of my macros, like I said earlier, for later in the day. So what I have here is a big bowl of oatmeal. What this is 100 grams of oats, 30 grams of peanut butter, and a scoop or 30 grams of just peanut butter whey. Also, I have a bowl of 100 grams of Cookie Crisp cereal with 380 milliliters of unsweetened cashew milk. So what this is, it's a really high calorie, dense in carbs and fats meal, but it's gonna taste amazing and it's gonna get me the results I want because I'm able to stick to my total caloric intake and total macro intake through the day. So yeah, that's dinner. I'll see you guys next with my dessert. All right, guys, so it's the next day right now, and that last meal you just saw was my dessert
or my daily or nightly protein shake. I literally have a protein shake every single night. And what that was, it was just a scoop of whey protein by Ghost Lifestyle. It was the Chips Ahoy flavor with about 370 milliliters of unsweetened cashew milk. And I like that because, first of all, it tastes like I'm having a milkshake, especially if you mix in a little bit of ice with it. And it's just super macro friendly. And I just have one of those every night because it really just ensures that I'm hitting my protein intake throughout the day. But yeah, so that was literally everything I'll eat in a day to gain muscle. And the cool thing about that is literally you could eat the exact same things too. However, if you are going to eat what I'm going to eat, remember that we are all different and we all have different metabolisms and we all require a certain amount of food to eat. So you could eat the exact same things as I eat, but just don't eat the exact amounts that I eat. Some of you may need to eat more calories throughout the day, and some of you may need to eat less throughout the day. Personally, if you saw the macros, or I'll put the macros up on the screen right now of what my goals were and with the macros that I actually hit, you'll see that I got just under 3,000 calories, which was my goal for the day. And that's currently at the moment what I'm needing to eat in order to gain weight and build muscle. So just pay attention to that, know and look at what you personally need rather than what I personally need. And yeah, that should really be all you need to know. But like always, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.